Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading, and welcome back to another trade breakdown video where I go over with you exactly how I traded this momentum stock, VERU, in the pre-market. I'm going to go through everything a beginner trader would need to know before going into a stock, especially these momentum stocks. And what I look at, before we go into it. So here is my trade platform. This is Thinkorswim. This is how I have my layout set up. I have the 1 minute up here. This is the 5 minute down here. Bless you. A child in the background was sneezing. So I have my 5 minute down here, my 1 minute up here, my VWAP, my 9 EMA, and then this is my price ladder and my instant sell and buy buttons. So you want to make sure your time in force if you're trading pre-market, and that's before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to make sure that you have EXT on time in force. So it will be on day. You have to switch that to the EXT. So VERU. This was hitting our pre-market gappers. You can see here, it's got the most volume traded so far. When I was trading this, it was, I think, still under 1 million shares, but we had news pop up right here at 6:30 a.m. that it had positive efficacy on a phase 3 trial, which is huge. Now, I know these coronavirus plays are really just, beaten down. This was popular back in 2020, but coronavirus is kind of, still a thing. It's ramping up in a lot of places. So I thought that the potential for something like this, at least to scalp it, was going to be there. We have news, so we have a catalyst. And now once we have a catalyst, now I like to look at our daily chart. I want to see on a big time frame where that 200 EMA is coming in. So the 200 is actually right here. So at support, we bounced off the 200. And now, like you see today, we're trading up around $10. This had a huge move just a little while ago, about a month or two ago. We had a huge move up. So, and back here, this stock is a day trader stock. This has been just pumped and then dumped before. It's not the first time. But with that, we can find some real opportunity. So we're over the 200. I love that because we're not coming into the 200. Now we're over it. So we're kind of in that, next levels will be this consolidation type of thing. Instead of being under the 200 and then having to worry about, there's not much room there for some potential moves. So I like that. Now, what else will I check? I'm going to check the float. I want to see what the float is. So I go over on FinViz. You type up, VERU, and then come down here, and you can see here they have the float at 60 million. Okay, so that's what FinViz has. 60 million is the float. That's sort of high, but it's not terrible, especially when the short float is almost 25%. You can see an epic squeeze when you have such a high short interest in a stock. So I loved that. I didn't love the float. It was okay. It's totally fine to trade, but I really liked the short float. That means that you could get, a lot of people that are looking to get out when you have these types of news headlines. They don't want to get squeezed really, really bad. So I liked that. And then I would also check out Yahoo Finance. So you type that up here, you click on statistics, and then you come down to share. So you have the float here at, they have it at 52 million. So I like to check multiple sources just to make sure that what I'm looking at, you know, is right. So now we know we're between 50 and 60. This one has the short float at 17% as of April 14th. That's about a month ago. So, you know, that could have went up since then. Still a very high percent of a short. So we like the catalyst. We like the price. We like the daily chart. And then I'm going to show you here. So we like the float. We like the short float. So now going into the trade, I liked the fact that this thing was really, really ripping. Now, I can only trade after 7 a.m. I can't trade before that. So I'm sitting here as this curls back up over VWAP. I am just sitting and patiently waiting my turn because this was really frustrating. And then it starts to, you know, consolidate right here. And I love this. This is beautiful. A nice flat top breakout set up when the 7 a.m. volume comes in. You can see that 701, 702. This is where I'm trading it. And, you know, really very nice. Now, what we're seeing here is, you know, there was a big seller here at around 10. So the way that I'm coming in, you know, seeing that I watched this whole move, okay, I liked it down here at 840, but I couldn't get in that 10 minutes before. So now I'm getting in pretty high. So when I have to do that, I have to go lower share size. You guys have watched my videos. I'll go 1,000 shares. I went 300 this time because I'm going to manage my risk on something that will have a pretty big range. So coming in here, 7 a.m., I see the volume come in. I put my order in, jump in, get the immediate break. Let's just put this on. See if this shows the trades. Good. I'm going to pull this 5-minute chart down because the 5-minute chart was not really needed for this trade. This was going to be a quick 7 a.m. platform open trade. So right here, we're over the 9, very bullish, very bullish. These are good times to get in on the front end of the move. Once it starts breaking down, your next area to see a bounce would be VWAP. That's why I like these two indicators on momentum together, used together. So I get in here, we get that flat top breakout, and then I sell 200 shares right before 10 just in case we see that resistance. Remember, we're coming from 840. So if we see that resistance at 10, I want to get out, leave a runner, left it, and we actually hit a high of 1029, but this was extremely fast. So in this 1, 2, 3 minutes, you go all the way back down to just about my entry. So that's why you have to be like super, super fast on these, and why I like to take most of my profit into that move. So if you're preparing and you have a trade idea in mind, take a good amount of it off, whether it be 1/3, 2/3 of it, take a good amount off into that strength, into that volume, into that FOMO, while others are FOMOing. You want to be selling it to them. And then, you know, on the pullback, you can either take out break even, or like I did, I sold here 70 at 1002, which was my best exit. So 1002 we exited, not bad. And you guys can see where we're trading right now. We're right around VWAP. To me, what this looks like, if I was gonna, hang on one sec. If I was gonna be trading this anymore, this is sort of, it's shaping up as like an ABCD pattern. The only problem is, I mean, VWAP is definitely holding up, but right here can get scary because if you break down, this can really just capitulate. A lot of people will just throw in the towel. So you do have to be careful with that. But, this setup here, you have A, B, C, which doesn't come down lower than this. This was a good trade right here for an A, B, C, D. We didn't break, the top here, but we did set up and then got a little bit of a sell-off. The only thing is it's 7:30. So a lot of traders are simply not active right now. So I like to do these trades pretty quick pre-market, and then eventually 8, 8:30, 9. Sometimes there's new stocks that will come out. And that's a better time to be trading when a lot of other people are trading. So that's it. 300 shares, $60, about 8 minutes or 6 minutes or so. Not my fastest trade, but I did get out in 1 minute with about 2/3 of my profit. So I like to do these scalp trades. On the day, $75 profit, it's 7:30 in the morning. Not a terrible morning, not a terrible start. Just wanted to go over and share with you guys how I trade momentum and what I look for before getting in if I like a stock. And a lot of these are scalps. So I'm looking for those quick moves. If I don't get them right away, then, my thesis might be wrong. I might want to cut that trade. So we saw immediate results right off the bat, which was nice. So hit the thumbs up for me, guys. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I have new videos just about every single day. So that's it, guys. Take care. Have a good one.